In church out Sunday with my brothers there. Tired than I hope from the night before. Find the residue from my daddy's dope. You taught me the ethics of get to the money. Took a beat by a sting and never a honey. Back when I was dating Sierra from Cunning. Back when Stay Flow had us walking like mummy. Pops was in jail, Jones at work. Big mama in the room on the prayer line. It was in and out the window like clockwork. Even they knew when it was prayer time.
So tomorrow, when your eyes open wide, please send a prayer for me. Way, way high, cause tomorrow, before your eyes open wide, I'm guaranteed to run a check. Way, way high, so pray for me, yeah. Mama, please pray for me. Pray for me, faithfully. Pray, pray, pray. Mama, please pray for me. Oh Lord, hear my prayer. Faithfully. Pray for me. Please pray for me. Please pray.
Stay fire woman up left on.
Real life street stars. We in here with SOI Duka.
What it do, fam? What it
Duka,
do?
man.
What's up with it?
Man, where you get that name from, man? I like that.
Man, my childhood, man, you know, my pops, they called me Duke, you know, but I think back in that time when I started rapping shit, I think it was a dude out of Houston named Duke. So I just changed it to Duka, you know what I mean? So, and then, you know, as I got older, my whole brand is Speak On It. So that's what SOI means, Speak On It Duka. So yeah, that shit starting to catch on, man. It, you know, it took off from there, you know what I mean?
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready. How did your artistry begin and evolve, bro?
From the struggle, man. That's all that's all I talk about, bro. Minus the money part, the bitches part, hoes, all that, you know.
Yeah.
It's real life, you know, minus the fabulous side of it. It's more touching on, you know, the dark side of it, you know what I mean? Everybody talk about the come up part. You know, I'm still in that area of where we still at. You know, everybody's still struggling. Everybody ain't came out of that yet, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, that's how I began, bro. Like, just watching that struggle, going through that struggle, man.
Voice of the people, man.
Everybody can't talk about the how they made it out, because we still there. Yeah.
See, it's February 1st. I see you ripping Muhammad Ali right there.
Yeah, man, that's what the way the critics see it, man. Hopefully I can make history. You know, that's why I say I think I am going to be Black History this month, man. You know, don't nobody know my name. Don't nobody know me. But, you know, pre-orders are already up to 2,000. Yeah. You know, and that's just on iTunes alone, you know what I mean? So, yeah, hopefully, you know, we can hit them charts. So, you know, we chasing history, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mama call him Clay, I'm going to call him Clay.
Real time, though.
Where you get your inspiration from, bro?
Once again, bro, that struggle, man. That struggle, man. That struggle will motivate you, you know. When you got a match, you know, this shirt with these pants this week, you know, the next week, these pants with that shirt, you know, borrow something from your partner. Yeah, that's what motivate me, bro. That's where I get that whole inspiration from. Because I don't want to go through that. All my kids go through that shit, man, you know, so.
Them ramen noodles will make a nigga step it up.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What is Awake the critics about? Let's see you have it
Awake the critics.
Display right there.
Yeah, man, it's about it's really touching on everything, bro. It's touching on parts of my life, parts of, you know, how America treating us right now. That's why you see the 3 Ks in Awake, you know, and that's why you see the 3 X's. They done struck out. It's game time. We ain't, you know, we ain't going for that bullshit.
Yeah. And when you say how America's treating us, what in particular are you talking about?
Man,
any situation you like to touch on that, you know?
I tell you what, 5 cops got killed in Dallas.
Yeah. That
took Obama to come down here. But the guy in Ferguson and Baton Rouge, wherever he got, you know, the guy that got killed in Baton Rouge, I ain't see Obama and them down there talking about that shit. Yeah. But when the cops get killed,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You show up and do a whole speech about that shit. Yeah. And then we still in the time, bro, they can gun us down, get off and go home to their family, fam. And that's 400 years later. So that's what I'm talking about, bro, like for real. Yeah.
Even naming it that, and also, you know, just making the album, you know what I'm saying? What prompted you to make the album, call it that, and kind of just what was the process of making it?
Man, actually, I recorded out my whole album in my closet, bro.
Damn, real talk.
Yeah,
bro.
man, and it's crazy because the sound is. I wish, you know, man, the sound is powerful, man, and that's all I keep hearing. Nobody believe me, bro. Like when I say I made it in the closet, man. When you hear it, and you be like, damn, you made that shit in the closet.
You engineered yourself, or
nah, bro? My guy Fats, man, he graduated from Media Tech, man. He a real mastermind behind
so he knows
that
what to do with a closet,
yeah,
with a submarine.
Yeah, man.
He know how to get it in.
Yeah, he got it all the way out there, man. And it's really like, I actually think, man, he sent it out for, you know, the Grammy nominations or whatever, and they replied back to him. So, you know, that sound was that powerful, bro, for real.
Real talk, man. With the album itself, you know, what effect do you want the album to have on the world?
I want to change the conversation. You know, every song you hear, every rap song you hear now, you know, it's about bitches and hoes and getting money and, you know, that. It just paint like, if that's all we talk about, fam, like, they gonna continue to do us bad, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I just wanna change that conversation, fam. Like, I always tell my people, man, you know, when a white woman turn on her radio station, she hear how beautiful she is and how much of a, you know, how much her man can't wait to see her. When we turn on the radio, we got to hear how much our sister a bitch and a hoe, and I can't wait to see you at the strip club. That's the message I'm trying to get out to the world. We bigger than that and better than that, man. And that's really what Awake the Critics boil down to.
Kings
for
and
real.
queens.
Kings and queens. King shit only.
Yes,
Queen shit only. Yeah. It's for real.
Back to your album, what's your favorite track on your
Niggas in
project?
Suits.
You said what?
Niggas in Suits.
Niggas in Suits.
Niggas in Suits.
Yeah, niggas in Suits.
Yeah, you know, so, and that goes back to, you know, what I was saying, whether we in suits, whether we in basketball shorts or whatnot, man, we still viewed the same. It don't matter if you make it to the top CEO in the world, you still a nigga in their eyes. And until we change that conversation, we gonna always be that. So yeah, that's my favorite song on the album, man. Yeah.
The follow-up need to be Niggas and Dashikis.
Real
talk. Bring it all the way back.
Real talk, though. That's all right, though, man. Right on. For real.
Who's the artist that you like to listen to? I can already kind of guess.
For mainstream,
yeah,
I don't really listen to mainstream. Gates and Cole, really. But as far as Dallas go, I love Dallas rappers, man. I'm gonna give you a few names, like Jason Leary. I don't know if y'all ever heard of him.
Yes, sir.
Hey, say, man, they're like that motherfucker. They're nice with it, man. You know, he in the deck right now. But I listen to Dallas influence to understand how I can stay in my lane. The next person I listen to is Mo 3. Yeah. You know, he on the gangster shit. You know, you can't really get in that lane. He got that lane kind of sold up. And it was another guy y'all had in here. Man, I was watching it last night. I think he played basketball at Lincoln.
7th grade?
Yeah, man, that boy right there the shit too, man. So, you know, them three, man, I listen to them more than any mainstream artist ever, bro, beside me, man. So Dallas, you know, Dallas really gonna be in the game here in a few, man. Hopefully I can squeeze in that bit. Well, man, for real. Yeah. For real.
Speaking of when you do your music, what's the response you get from the city?
Well, like I said, hey, bro, I'm not from Dallas. You know, I just moved down here recently, so right now my buzz in Dallas ain't shit. You know, I'm blessed to even sit in front of y'all, man. You know, so this is a blessing for me. But as far as back home, I think the buzz.
What is back home?
Marlin, Texas, on the other side of Waco. Yeah, don't play like you done heard about it, bro.
I know where it's at, man. I'm a Texas boy.
Man. I'm from M Square, Texas, man. Marlin, Texas, man. As far as the response I get from them, it's pretty solid. But you know, prophet ain't welcome in his own home. Yeah. So you know, when you start getting to where you're going, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's a lot of resentment, it's a lot of, you know, but hatred. I'm gonna awake the critics. Real talk.
If your music don't work, what do you see yourself doing?
Man, it gotta work, cause I ain't got nothing else to do. Yeah, it's gonna work, you know, because I put my blood, sweat, and my tears in it, bro. So I can't see it not working. But if it don't work, I don't know what else I'm gonna do. But that's why I'm at with it. You know, see, I don't know, motivational speaking or something, man. You know, something to change these babies, man. That's my whole.
Say it again.
Yeah, that's my
man.
whole movement, man.
Yeah.
You know, the most gangster shit a gangster could do is tell a kid not to be a gangster.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree.
For real.
I agree. Since you going that route, who are some of your favorite speakers, motivational speakers?
Boy, it's too many. Malcolm X, my favorite, cause he was like a rebel. Yeah. Far as I like those guys up under the trees back in the hood. Yeah. You really ain't no mainstream motivational speakers I got, but those guys back in the neighborhood, man, those older guys, you know, some guys that got booked, did time, came home. Them some of the smartest individuals ever. You know what I'm saying? So they, you know, I get a lot of knowledge from, you know, sitting under a tree playing dominoes, man. You know, but far as mainstream motivational speakers, where are they? Can't nobody answer like words Al Sharpton or Jesse Jackson right now. Nobody can answer that shit. They just disappear.
Why do you think there's a lack of that, though?
I ain't hear you about.
Why do you think there's a lack of black leaders?
The kids don't listen, for one.
Yeah.
We stopped listening a long time ago, man, because, you know, we started checking credibility of what you saying and who you are. You know, back when we were little, you know, grandma, grandpa said some shit, you just gonna listen off top. Now it's just like, okay, you telling me not to smoke weed, but you know you rolling the blunt right now.
Yeah, so with that said, you don't think it's because with social media, internet age, that we see more of what we thought was our superheroes and our leaders that we just were told stories about, that we see them in their real element?
Bro, they got a big, that's a big part of the pie. Yeah. Technology, bro, like, because now
Jesse Jackson said he gonna cut Obama nuts off. I think is what he said. And without the social media, I would have never heard of that.
For real,
like,
bro.
It
goes back to, you know, I see what you doing and I see what you saying and the shit don't match up.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not that they don't listen. They verify now.
Do you think Dr. King could have survived in the social media age?
Whew. Could Dr. King survive the social media age?
That nigga be going live talking about I got a dream. I had a dream. Going live.
Well, really, I think, man, I don't know, man, because they was too straightforward, you know, far as I think back in the day it was a movement because there was no social media. You know, it wouldn't have been a Million Man March if I can watch the Million Man March from my house. But it wasn't no Million Man, you know, I couldn't see it, so I had to go. I had to go see what this shit was about. But now, they go live at funerals and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell?
I know what you finna bring up. This shit's not real. Go ahead,
that's crazy.
All right, man. So, you know what I'm saying, speaking of social media, things that, you know, be seen on, you know, internet, you know, just today there was a video on the website, you know what I'm saying, where a gang member went to another gang member's funeral and went up there to pay his respects, and then went live on Facebook and started saying, boy, I swear this boy ain't nothing. I swear this boy ain't nothing. Then he ended up slapping the dead body in front of everybody.
This
slapping
real?
him almost at the casket. This just happened.
This real?
Yeah, I'm going to show it to you, but this just happened.
It couldn't have been real.
I'm going to show it to you.
This is real life?
This is real life. I'm going to show it to you.
Oh my God.
I'm going to show it to you.
Yeah, that's hella different. Did he walk out the church?
I mean, it sounded the video cut.
I'm sure it did.
For real, because I don't know what family member live going to
I'm sure it did,
bro. Very weird and disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
I'm going to show it to you.
That's
man.
a bet. I got to see that, fam.
Yeah. Back to music real quick. The album cover, man. What inspired that, man? Tell us what went into that, man. The thought behind it.
Man, I got my photographer, man. Actually, I'm gonna tell you the real truth behind that photo. You know, when he posted it on Facebook, man, I was mad as shit. Like, I was like, bro, you know, you got me inside of a TV fan. What we supposed to be doing? And then he explained it. He said the revolution will be televised this time. Yeah. And it fit right in with what I'm trying to do. You know, the culture I'm trying to change, bro. And it is gonna be televised this time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going all out, bro.
Hey,
with Trump being in office right now. Are you a little worried, man? I mean,
With Trump being
he done went ahead and stopped the Muslims.
With Trump being in office, I'm right on time with music.
Yeah.
I'm right on time with Awake the Critics. It's like it's almost scary how, the content that album hold. And, I got preachers calling me saying, man, this is the shit. Yeah. This album, bro, I shed tears when I heard it, bro, in totality. Because I couldn't believe like I had created something like Niggas in Suits and Family Council and Pray For Me and propaganda. Shit like that, man, it's like everything that's done happened, bro, from cop killings to, police brutality to how America showed their ass with racism when Trump was campaigning. All of that, man. And it's scary that this guy can just get in there and sign anything he want, bro. I saw a meme the other day. It said, Trump just signing shit like New Edition mama. You know what I'm saying? Oh. He just said that sign. Yeah. I was like, that is very true, bro. But, because I just retired from the military. Yeah. So it's finna get ugly. I'm glad I'm out now. Because now he done. Bro, when you ban people, bro, that only, people text and drive because they told us not to.
That only insinuates hate, man.
That only insinuate the, hate and make me want to do what you telling me I can't do.
Right.
You think them guys not gonna blow up that damn wall? So you gonna build it and they gonna blow it up. And I come from Iraq, Afghanistan. I done seen what a 500-pound bomb can destroy, fam. That's easy. That's nothing. So you just wasting money. But what I don't understand is, you finna take $12 billion, fam, and build a wall when it's homeless people in the street.
Man, they just don't get it. I don't think he see it, man.
$12 billion to build a wall, and it's homeless veterans. It's hungry kids. School systems are fucked up. But this is what America created. How can you not have no political background? But in real life though, bro, I like that real life street story. In real life, it's an American horror story.
Very true.
You come from no political background. You play on the hearts and minds of racism.
Yeah.
And you win.
That's crazy. That show you what it is, man.
You win.
That show you what it is, man. That show you what America is.
But the other side of it, have anybody seen Hillary Clinton?
I ain't seen her since the day she lost, man.
She ain't got no more hot sauce, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I think she took a
she
vacation.
She ain't in no black churches no more, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But who do you vote for? I'm talking about the entire state of America. Not just Donald Trump, the entire state. Who do you vote for? That's where we at.
Definitely,
so,
definitely.
It's time to await the critics.
And it's funny because I was going to ask you, you know what I'm saying, like, why would people take to your music? And it looked like you really explained it kind of perfectly right there as far as this CD right now, what is needed.
Yeah.
So I guess a question I would want to ask is to introduce somebody to your music that is, let's say, not into hip-hop, but you would like to show them into this world. What track would you put them on?
Let me answer that question though, because a lot of my fans right now, I've heard, bro, I stopped listening to hip hop a long time ago. Yeah. But because of your album and your music, you inspired me to listen to music, hip hop music again.
That's real.
So I'm glad that all these gangsters still rapping about gangster shit, because I'm over here and then they over here.
But don't you think Kendrick and them opened up the door for that type of like hip hop? In a sense, is back. People are looking for it now. So it's like you fit right into a situation where the lyricists are, if you're good, they are being listened to.
They got I got that Southern knowledge, the Southern knowledge part of it. Kendrick, he got his own lane. You got to really hone in to what he's saying and catch what he's doing, to hear his music. But me being from the South, it still got that fun to it. But it's also giving you that same knowledge. So it's not like preach. It's giving you, like one of my favorite lines off the album was, it's on Flip Side, and Flip Side, if I had to introduce him to the album, it would be Flip Side.
Okay.
Because like we go back to what was my inspirations, when I was sitting under that tree, you know, all the cars came out with the rims and the big ballers came out and they was telling the youngsters, yeah, you can have all this. Yeah. But I never heard about that shit, what's gonna happen on the other side of that wall.
That's real.
So that's when I made Flip Side, you know, all these, you know, you claim you fucking dimes, but all these pennies having babies. You know, you get all the bad women and you get all this, you get all that, but your baby mama ain't bad. And that's just a small, you know, that's just a small line off the album, bro. It's like if I had to introduce them to a song, I'm gonna give them "Pray for Me," because "Pray for Me" is it's in a time where we need prayer.
Definitely.
You know, you know, so "Pray for Me" is that song, you know. Well, back in the day where we had Big Mama and them on the prayer line. Man, and you can wake up in the morning at 4:30 in the morning, you hear her and her partners in there praying. And them was the good times, but all I had to worry about was a fist fight.
Exactly, man. Simple time.
Motherfuckers snitching, your partner snitching, oh yeah. You know, man, it's all outrageous. So if I had to introduce them to the album, and that video gonna drop on Valentine's Day too. Pray for Me video, you know, so.
Real tough.
Yeah, bro.
A curiosity, man. In the year 2100. Right now we in 2017. So in 83 years, how do you think America's gonna look?
83 years, how is America gonna look?
Yeah, 83 years, 2100. The year 2100.
Scary. It's gonna look like a horror.
I think men are gonna marry donkeys, and you know that's gonna be legal. You know, bestiality. You know.
All the revelations.
Yeah, all the revelations. They open Pandora's box with a lot of stuff that happened in this century, and it's like, man, listen, what can we say can't happen? So
it's gonna be crazy, fam. I mean,
we need something.
You can see it now because if you can, I gave it to him. Yeah. I gave him Awake the Critics, but you know, when you're a new artist, it's hard to get you. If you ain't fabricating stories, it's hard for people to believe you. It's hard for people to, you know, hone into your music. It's nothing fabricated on there, bro. I don't even think I don't degrade women. I ain't talk about drugs. I ain't talk about money, and I got plenty of that. Yeah. But I never, you know, talked about it. I ain't talk about rims and candy paint and strip clubs and popping bottles. It's straight raw to the, you know, truth, fam. Yeah. In 2100, like you said, ain't nobody gonna believe the truth no more.
Real talk. I mean, I'm glad you're doing what you're doing. I think Eminem said it himself in the verse. You know, music can alter moods and talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Yeah, and like.
But like I said in another interview, I think music it messed up the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think music is like, because they asked me, they say, you know, what would the state of the world be without music? And I told them better. Yeah. And I had to tell them because if your girl broke up with you right now, or before she come back and apologize, she gonna listen to 100 songs to why she broke up with you, and she gonna feel good, even if she wrong. Real tough. Fuck that nigga, you know, all the single ladies put your hands up. But the delusion in the music. Beyonce said all the single ladies put your hands up and went home to her husband.
Real tough. But also,
and they was sitting there
on the flip side,
dancing in a circle.
You got, you know, Jaheim, you know, treat that woman right, teaching some of these young men how to do that, but the young men ain't listening to these songs no more.
Exactly,
so
bro.
They ain't making that kind of R&B music for us to, you know, treat our women right.
And I'm glad like shows like New Edition coming back. Yeah. Out of all of we went from shows, fam, that. You know, every Martin series you saw, or Will Smith Fresh Prince series episodes you saw, fam, they had on a college t-shirt.
You real tough.
You know, they promoted college.
Real tough.
Now?
Subliminal.
Bro, love and hip hop. Shit, man.
What is college?
What is college?
Yeah, for real. That's what they
and I, you know, I said in another song, fam, instead of trying to be Michelle Obama, we'd rather be a basketball wife. Yeah. You ain't even trying to, you know, follow in them footsteps. You want to marry a baller without a prenup, get his money, and then go on a talk show and tell how much you hate him.
Real tough.
And you know, I know we got to wrap it up, but I was speaking on child support earlier, And I said, why nobody go to the courtroom and demand that the man take his son 50% of the time?
Real shit.
You go in there, you want money. Nah, but it's supposed to be about the kid.
Yeah, it's supposed to be about the kid.
Yeah, but
shit,
you
have some
go in
money.
there want a check.
Let you have some money.
You want a check. Nah, I
Read.
say, Judge, all I need from you is 50, get his son.
Real tough.
Take, but you want the check.
That's true.
So now, only person losing here is the baby. Because now, if I got to send you $1,100 a month, which I was.
Yeah, but I don't control that. You know what I'm saying?
You got to go ahead and take care of them with that. And now I resent you. It's natural.
It's natural.
Because I
Human
know
reaction.
when we was together, we didn't spend $1,100 taking care of.
He said we didn't spend it. One child got
We ain't spend $1,100. But it just greed, fam, and 2,100, like you said, fam. We gonna be ate by greed, fam.
Yeah.
Greed from whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And that's just crazy to me. But
That's real tough.
that's where we at, fam. And I hope I can await the critics, man.
Yeah. With that said, tell them where they could get. You know what I'm saying. This mojo, man. Tell them where they could get, Duka from.
Man, you get Duka, man. I got a website, SOIDuka.com.
Best way to get
They got all my Twitter, all my Instagram, all my info. I'm also on iTunes now. Probably in 2 weeks, it'll be all over the major streaming, Google Music. I know I'm on iTunes store now, so if you need to find me, just hit the website first, man. It'll take you wherever you need to be, big brother. For real.
Yeah, man, that's real, man. That's real. Do you have your social media information that you want to give out right now?
SOI Duka, SOI_Duka. All websites, Instagram, Twitter,
Keep it
all
simple.
of them. Yeah, it's the SOI_Duka. You can find me, fam.
Real talk, man. You got any shout outs you want to give?
I want to shout out my Yanni. That's my youngest daughter. Boss Lady Tracy, that's my CEO. She made all this possible. She found y'all.
Sure. Shout out there.
She actually the machine behind me, fam.
Real talk.
She the machine behind me, man. She got me booked all month for interviews. My 3 sons, JJ, TJ, DJ, and the whole M Square, Texas, my hood, man. Marlin, Texas, man.
Yeah, shout out Marlin for real.
That's where
man.
we at, fam. For real.
Real talk. Well, that's what it is, man.
Yeah.
Well, SOI, man, Duka, man, we definitely appreciate you coming through, man. You definitely lays down some knowledge, and I feel like this awake the critics is what we need. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully it's accepted, fam. For real. I'm gonna keep grinding.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure we're gonna go out there and buy the album, man. But definitely we're gonna support it up here, man.
Let's appreciate that.
You coming through, man.
I'm gonna stream it, bro, because I'm a Spotify nigga, man.
Indeed. I'm broke, bro. I'm broke, man. Give me the $10. Give me the
Spotify
$10.
be the truth, man.
Yeah, man.
How we get to the knowledge, man? Just get them to the water, man.
Yeah,
Just
we gotta get to
man.
it, fam. I appreciate y'all guys for having me, man. I gotta go catch this flight,
man,
fam.
Real talk, man.
Yeah.
Well, you are a real life street star, man. We definitely salute, sir.
Appreciate it, fam. We out. Once again, fam, it's SOI Duka, man. M Square General indeed. Go and get Await the Critics, man. It's on all your major streaming services, iTunes store. Go get that. Await the Critics is my new album. It's dropping February 21st. And make sure you subscribe to Real Life Street Stars. You heard me? Go get that album, fam.